Dear students, welcome to the science class of standard 6. In the last class we discussed about the from where we are going to get the food. That is nothing but the various sources from where we are going to get the food. For example, we taken the example of plant source. In the same manner, we are taken the example of animal source. From the plant source, we are going to get brinjal, we are going to get spice, we are going to get rice, we are going to get wheat to make chapatis. Right, in the same manner, from animals, we are going to get meat, we are going to get eggs, and we are going to get milk products. That is nothing but butter, milk, cheese, ghee, etc. In the same manner, from what part of that plant we are going to get the food. We also discussed in the last class. For example, chili, that is nothing but a spice, which is coming from which part of the plant? It is coming from the fruit part. In the same manner, mango, fruit. In the same manner, mustard oil or mustard oil is coming from seeds. In the same manner, coconut fruit. Right, in this way, coconut fruit and we can give a number of examples for those things. We just have to identify the from which part of the plant it is going to we are going to get the food. Right. In today's class, we are going to further discussion on the food chapter. That is nothing but we are going to do some activities, and also we are going to know that how are you going to get some of the food items. For example, how are you going to eat some chana or gram, right? Or we are going to see about how we are going to eat gram, right? That is nothing but moong, right? We are going to see those things. We are going to see how we are going to get the honey from bees. The whole things we are going to discuss in this today's class. Before that, in the last class, we also discussed about the edible parts. Edible plants. What do you mean by edible plants? In the last class we discussed about that edible plants. Edible plants are nothing but the plants which are usable for eat, which are generally eatable. We can eat those plants. Now, for example, in the same manner, what is the edible part of the plant? Edible part of the plant is nothing but eatable part of the plant. For example, mango tree. Take the example of mango tree. Can we eat mango or we can eat over the mango tree? We only eat mango. That means the edible part of that mango tree is what? It is mango only. Right? We can't eat whole mango tree. We just only eat the mango. Right? In the same manner, in the surroundings, in our environment, we have n number of plants, n number of variety of plants, right? They have n number of variety of edible parts, right? For example, we can use papaya, fruit part of the papaya tree, we can use for eating. In the same manner, fruit part of the lemon tree, that is nothing but lemon, we can use for making the sherbet or to make the lemon juice, right? In the same manner, if I tell you to check or you only go on checking all the plants, in those plants some are not edible plants, some are not edible for eating, some are not edible for using, right? Someone tell you to check all the plants to check if it is edible to eat or not. You go on checking all the plants. While checking all the plants, some are edible and some are not edible, right? If you go on checking those plants continuously, in the same manner, in some of the plants which are not edible as well as which are poisonous. Which are poisonous. If we eat those plants, they are going to harm us by their poison. For that reason, main precaution, a note is written on that board. That is nothing but do not try to test unknown plants around you to see if they are edible. Right? Unknown plants. Known plants is okay. If you go and check the known plants, if they are edible or not. Now, for example, mango tree, you can check it because mango tree doesn't have poison. Right? In the same manner, you can check the pineapples, you can check the lemon, you can check the papaya, you can check the guava. They are non poisonous. You can check those things if they are edible or not. You can check the chili, right? You can check the turmeric, whatever it is, you can check it. But they should be non plants. We should know those. We should know about those plants before, right? If you go and check, if you go and test the unknown plants, we don't know about those plants only to check if they are edible or not. If you go on testing those plants, in those plants, some of the plants will be poisonous. They are going to harm us. For that reason, never ever test the unknown plants. Never ever do those things. Never ever. That means never ever you should do those things to check on. Goes on checking the unknown plants for if it is they are edible or not. Why? They may be poisonous. They may be harm you. You should take those notes. There is nothing but do not try to test unknown plants around you to see if they are edible or not. Please don't do this. Next, I am going to give an homework. Right? In the last topic only we covered, but you have to do those groupings. You have to do those listings. By those lists, we are going to go further in the next topics. Now that homework is nothing but you should list the food items. You should list the food items. Rice, chicken curry, brinjal curry, vegetable curry. In this manner, you have to list all the food items up to 20 to 25 items. You should list. Right? I am going to check your homework. We are going to check the activities. Right? We are going to make a timetable to check those activities. You should make those lists. What you have to make list? What you have to do in homework? You have to make the list of food items. You have to make the list of food items. You can ask your mother. You can ask your sisters. Right? You have to make the list of food items. Right? In that food items, what are the ingredients are used? We should list those things. What are the ingredients are used? We should list those things. First column will be food items, second column will be ingredients. Third column will be what? It should be from the plant source only. The ingredients which are coming from the plant source, we have to list it. Now for example, rice, water and boiled rice we are going to use. Rice, from where it is coming? It is coming from the plant source. You have to write it from the plant source which ingredient is coming, it is coming rice. In the same manner, what is chapati? We are going to make the chapati. What is the ingredient of the chapati? It is wheat, atta, wheat, atta. In the same manner, oil, salt. Now we have to make the list of from which from which sources they are coming. Wheat is coming from the wheat fields, that is nothing but the plant. In the same manner, oil, which is coming from the groundnut oil, whichever oil it may be, we have to make the list from which plant source it is coming. Lastly, in the last column, first column food item, second column ingredients, third column plant source, fourth column from which part of the plant it is coming. In the same manner, wheat fields, it is coming from the fruit part of the plant. In the same manner, oil, from where it is coming? From plant source. From which part of the plant source it is coming? It is coming from the seed source. In this manner, you have to do the homework. You have to list those things. If possible, 20 to 25. If not possible, at least you should make the 10 food items list, ingredients, food, plant source, as well as the which part of the plant it is taking. Now we are going to discuss about the how we can eat the food. It is general activity. We can eat the food in any way. But in your textbook, they are given two activities. How we are going to eat? Now, for example, honey. How are we going to get the food item honey? From where? From we are going to get? In the same manner, how we are going to get the chana or moong? How we are going to eat it? Right. So first example, we are going to take the how can we eat moong or chana? Right. Moong or chana can be used for the making the curries or bhajis. Right. They can be used for the making the sambars. Right. In two ways we can use it. But ultimately without using anything, without using spice, without making anything, we have to directly use moong or chana. How we are going to eat it? In today's class we are going to discuss those things. Now first thing, What we have to do? We have to take a container. Let this be the container, right? Not like this. We should take a container like jar or a beaker. In that container, what we have to add? We have to add some quantity, some seeds of the. It is written here. Everything is written here. What we have to take some quantity of seeds in container filled with water. Now first in that container we have to add water, pure water, not a tap water, pure water should be there. In that pure water, what we have to add? We have to add chana. Right? We have to add chana or moong. First we have to add moong. Right? And we have to keep it for 1 day. We have to leave that vessel like that only for 1 day. For exactly 1 day. In the next day, what we have to do? We have to clear all the water which is present inside the container. And we have to leave the seeds there only inside the container. We have to remove all the water. How we are going to remove all the water? We are doing the upright downright of the container. We have to hold the container's mouth like this, and the water should be go there. And therefore, what should be remain? There should be remains of seeds of the moong or chana. And next, what we have to do? The chana or moong which is kept inside the container. Now we have to remove it. We have to remove it. We have to take a warm cloth. Sorry, wet cloth. Not a warm cloth. It should be a wet cloth. The cloth which is dipped in a water. Right. In that wet cloth, what we have to do? We have to put all the chana, all the moong, either moong or either chana. Whichever is your favorite, you should take. That moong we can take in a wet cloth. Then after that, we should tighten the base of the wet cloth. We should close the moong or chana. That is nothing but wrap the seed. We have to wrap it. We have to wrap the seeds of the moong or chana inside the wet cloth, and we have to tightly close it. And we should keep that moong or chana for 1 or 2 days. After that, for keeping 1 or 2 days, after that we should see the moong again. If there is a formation of white structure on the moong, what we have to do? We have to clean that white structure. If there is no formation of white structure, again we have to wrap the moongs in cloth, and we have to wait for another 2 days or 1 day. If in the next day, if they are sprouted, sprouting is nothing but the formation of white structure on the moong. You can see in your home. You have to do that activity. Right? If they are sprouted means nothing but formation of the white structure. Those are nothing but the roots of that moong or chana. Right? If there is no formation of those things, then what we have to do? We have to remove it. We have to take out those moong in another container. We have to wash that moong up to that point. Then the sprouted parts of that white structure should go. Then we can take that moong or chana and can be eat. Then we can eat. Now we eat. That is nothing but in this manner we can eat moong or chana by using these all steps. These steps should be you should do in your home, and you should eat and taste the moong. Up to what point you should wait? Up to what point you should wait? Up to that there will be formation of white structure on the moong or chana. Right? If it doesn't taste good, if moong or chana doesn't taste good, what we have to do? We have to add spice and salt in it. Then we have to eat it. It will be a tasty snack. In this way we can make a snack. Now, why we have taken the example of moong or chana? Because they are the good source of, they are the healthy products. They are the healthy products and they are good source of nutrition. For that reason, you should do these things regularly, week by week. And you should eat moong and chana regularly. Right? In this manner, if you want to eat moong and chana, now only, just only, immediately. We shouldn't wait for 4 to 5 days. What we have to do? Instead of using water, what we have to do? We should put that moong or chana in a container containing water, and we should give a heat energy. Right? We should heat it. When you heat it, if there is a boiling in the moong or chana in the water, then they are going to get rid of their seeds. They are going to get smoothen. Smoothen is nothing but the hard particles, the hard covering of that moong or chana is going to go away, and the moong and chana becomes what? They become smooth, and it will be easy to eat, and they will be tasty to eat. In this manner, you should do an activity. You should do those things in your home. First of all, that activity, homework activity, is compulsory. Second activity for your purpose only to become healthy, to become intelligent. You should do those things. Now next, we came to know about how we are going to eat the movement chana by doing an activity. Now how can we go and take the honey? From where we are going to get the honey? If I ask you this question to you, you are going to tell that, sir, we are going to get honey from shops. But in the ancient days, olden days, in the time of when we are in the school, we are going to get the honey from the honey nest only. Honey hives only. We are going to go to the bigger trees. There will be the honey hives. From there only we are going to get the honey, not by the other resources. Right? In this case, how are we going to get honey? Now we know that honey is coming from the bees only. From where? From beehives or honey beehives only. If it is coming from the beehives, from where does the beehives getting the honey? Honey is important. We like honey, but from where we are going to get the honey? From the beehives. From where does the bee is getting the honey? We should know those things. Alright. Now take the example now. How are we going to get honey? Now bee collect nectar. Right. We are getting to get the honey from the beehive. That means bee is going to collect the honey. How are we going to collect the honey? Bee goes traveling to the various plants, lot of plants to collect the honey. How it is going to collect the honey? It is going to collect the honey from the flowers. Right? You see the flowers, in that flower there will be liquid, the sweet liquid. When you remove it, when you suck the below part of the leaf, below part of the flower, it tastes sweet. You can see that red color flowers. When you remove it, when you remove that petals of that flower, when you suck it, it tastes sweet. That sweet tasting product, or the sweet tasting material of that flower is nothing but it is nectar. We call it as nectar. We already know that honey is sweet. That means nectar is also sweet. That means bees are going to collect the nectar from the flower and convert it into honey. The major material which honey the bees are going to collect is nectar from the flower which are present on the plant, and they are going to convert it into honey. Is it clear? The sweet portion of that flower, when we remove it, when we suck it, it tastes sweet. That part is going to be collected by the bee, and they are going to convert it into honey. Where? In the bee hives. Right? That honey they will store it for their lower time. Now we came to know that for honey we require nectar. We require nectar. Is it possible to that throughout the year we should produce the flowers? Plants are going to produce flowers throughout the year? No, it is seasonal. First season it is going to produce the flower. If it is going to produce per season for like 3 to 4 months, right? For 3 to 4 months, then how honeys are going to get their food throughout the year? That means they are going to store the nectar. They are going to collect the nectar that should last for a year. Or that amount they are going to store. They are going to store nectar in this amount, in lot of amount that should come throughout the year. They should survive on that nectar throughout the year. That amount they are going to collect. Now what will be the next step? The store the next. They store the nectar all through their ear. They are going to store the nectar all through their ear as their food items. Right? When they store their nectar through the ear, they have become honey. That honey which is present in the beehives, we are going to get that honey from the beehives which are formulated by the bees from nectar. In this way, we can get honey from the beehive which are going to get the honey from the nectar which are present in the flowers. In this way, we can take the honeys. I hope this all is clear. How are we going to get the mungal chana? How are we going to get the? How are we going to get the honey from bees? I think it is all clear. Next we are going to discuss about the animals. It is all about the plant and ourselves, human beings. What we eat, what variety we eat, what are the ingredients of the food items we eat, from where that ingredients are coming from, either by plant source, either by animal source. All these things are covered in the human beings only. Next thing, in this world, only human beings are there, and no animals are there. No other animals are there. Yes, there are many animals. Are they surviving without food? Are they surviving without food? No. They are surviving with food. As same as us. As we are surviving on the food, in the same manner, the animals also surviving on their food. Now we should discuss about the what actually they eat. We should care for that those things also. Actually what they are going to eat. So next topic will be what do animals eat. What do animals eat? We should know those things also. Actually what do animals are going to eat? We have to discuss these things in this class. Right. Now take example. We are residing in the village side. That means we are going to have cattle in our homes, or we have the pet. Pets are nothing but which are animals which can be used as pets. For example, we have dog as pet, we have cat as pet, we also have the buffaloes, we also have the hens. Right? In this manner, all we have the animals, pet animals. We have cattle, we have buffaloes, we have dogs, we have cats. We have to see those things. Actually, what they are eating. Up to this point, we came to know about what human beings, that is nothing but what we are eating. But in this case, what we have to check then what actually animals are eating. That is nothing but first we have to go with the pet animals. Now, for example, buffalo. What is it is going to eat? It is going to eat anta, or it is going to eat what? It is going to eat chara. We can call it as chara, or mew. In Kannada, we can call it as mew. Or in English, we can call it as grass or oil cakes. Right? In the same manner, what is cat is going to eat? Cat is going to eat small rats, small insects, right? Butterflies, small insects. In the same manner, it is going to drink milk. Right? It is going to drink milk. In the same manner, it is going to eat non-veg, that is meat. It is going to eat leg pieces. Right? In this manner, in the same manner, what dog is going to eat? The major food of dog is going to eat is meat. It is also going to eat what? It is going to eat roti or chapatis. Right? These are the major sources of animals. Animals are going to eat all those things. In the next class, what we have to do? What you have to do? Apart from these listings, you have to list all the animals. Right? All the animals, for example, it may be a pet animal or it may be a forest animal. You have to list up to 10 to 15 animals. Cat, dog, cattle, cow, it may be bird or it may be animal. You have to list all those things. Along with that, what food item they are going to eat. Right? What food item they are going to eat. For example, if you take the cat, it is going to eat what? It is going to eat rat, it is going to eat chicken, and it is going to drink milk, and it is going to eat roti or chapatis. In this manner, you have to make the list of 10 to 15. With that list, we can go further. We can discuss about these things in the further classes. This will be the homework. Right. The next class, it is compulsory. You should make the list. Without that list, we can conclude this chapter. We can not come to the conclusion of this chapter. I hope these all those things which is discussed in this class is clear. In the next class, we are going to discuss further. Thank you.